Morning. Yeah, it's Sunday today. Yeah, good results for Spurs and Celtic yesterday, but I'm not going to talk about Millwall. Never mind, eh? Um, yeah, you can see by the fact that I'm here that I didn't do that ultra marathon today, and I don't know, a little bit disappointed really in people. There's a Cambridge. There's a lot of people running Cambridge, a lot of marathon runners. I have a lot of marathon runners, and it's the only place I've seen more people out running is Brighton, I think. And I know a lot of people who run, and who probably were going to do that event. And I put on Facebook if anyone's doing it, okay, give me a lift. I've been quite happy to pay for the petrol. And no, just absolutely no reply. And it was exactly the same last year. Uh, and I just sort of think to myself, well, I don't know. I mean, when I had a car, I would feel guilty if I was going to something like that and I wasn't giving someone a lift. If I used to drive down to London Marathon, I'd always try and find someone that wanted a lift. And yeah, well, I suppose that's their karma. But yeah, sort of kind of left a bit of a nasty taste in my mouth. But I'd also put a thing on Facebook about, because I've got to be in Ely tonight anyway. Because I'm doing what they call a share, where I'm the star of the evening, if you like. I just tell my story, and straight away, a friend of mine, Catherine, is sort of like stepped up to the plate and is going to give me a lift. And another mate of mine, Rob, is coming along. And Rob, bless him, is an absolute angel. On two separate occasions, I've been homeless without me having to ask him. He said, "You come and stay with me." And he's put me under no pressure, to get out, and literally has let me, he was quite happy for me to use his home as mine. So yeah, the man's an absolute saint, and so two lovely people I'm going to be in the company of tonight. While I tell my story, and that's I'm really looking forward to that. You know, um, yeah, and it's quite. I guess it's quite cathartic as well. It's a bit like me doing this on a daily basis, just getting things off your chest. Because I think we have a saying in AA that if you bottle things up, you wind up drinking them. Meaning that if you sort of like bottle up your emotions, eventually it'll come out and you'll go off on a bender somehow. But I don't think that's just true of just of alcoholics. I think that's true of everyone really. And if we're in touch with our emotions, if we're our feelings, then I think that's we're a long way to being sane then. Um, so yeah, I mean that's just well, just a thought. I, yeah, there's another thing disappointing me a bit today. I was out on my run, and I had a nice run. It was a nice run, even though it was a bit cloudy and drizzly. And one of my favourite bits, I like going through Milton Country Park. I think I'm not quite sure, but I think there's a whole series of sort of like lakes, and I don't know if they were created when they to dig out the hardcore when they built well, we used to call it the Northern Bypass. It's now the A14, or if it's older than that, and it was sort of like an older chalk workings or something. I don't know, but it's a series. I don't know, it's about 3 or 4 sort of like man-made lakes, if you like, that have been landscaped, and there's one lake they use for people swimming. Other ones, you see people fishing, and it stops with carp and stuff. And it's beautifully landscaped, and I love running through there. And it's usually, like they do the park run there on Saturday. And I sort of got, I got to it, and I started to run through it, and then all of a sudden, I'm, they said, "Oh no, you can't come in here today. It's been blocked off." And no explanation, no signpost, not so much as a kiss me ass. And I was within an ace of sort of blowing me top, and then I thought, oh, that's just not worth it, because people like that are just dickheads, and yeah, just like I say. So I just did an extra loop. So it meant basically it was good. It did me good because it meant that I was out for an extra half an hour anyway. So that usually if I do that run, it's about I think it's about a 12. It's a 12 mile. It's about a 12 mile loop, something like that. And I wound up doing an extra 3 miles. So yeah, 15 miles on a Sunday morning is not bad for an old git, is it? And yeah, I don't know. It's like I say, I like Sundays. It's a nice day. You don't have to sort of like be anywhere at a specific time or do anything at a specific time generally. And yeah, I suppose I'm lucky really. I'm quite happy in my own company, and because usually at weekends I spend a lot of time on my own. Well, I do anyway, but yeah, particularly at the weekends, and yeah, it's a good time to get things done, or it's a good time not to get things done as well, So yeah, so generally I'm a happy bunny. Yeah, a bit, like I say, a bit disappointed about my fellow runners. I don't know. I don't know. It just makes you wonder sometimes. I mean, you know, every Christmas, like when I had the pub, we always used to sort of we used to cook turkeys for the crisis of Christmas people. And if anyone was about and they didn't have any family or they're going to be on their own for Christmas, we always used to say, well, we always had plenty of food. There's no shortage of booze. You can come and spend Christmas with us. And yeah, it's another one of those things that hasn't been reciprocated really. So but onwards and upwards, it's people's choice. So as Ian Deary said, embattled but not embittered. So with that, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Cheers then. Bye bye.